go. That's a fucking healthy pour. Thank you, sir. All right, ready?
I'm ready, buddy.
Problem has been started, but so is the clock. So.
Yes, sir.
So welcome back, you motherfuckers. How we doing, Jack?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
I could sleep for a week.
Yeah, you've been a busy bee.
Yeah, man, I got a lot going on. I don't know if I've said that I have my mom moving into the neighborhood next to us.
No, it's pretty close to. They can see your grotto from their house.
Yeah, Uncle John can wander here.
He might.
He might.
He can find the place.
Yeah, he's like, oh, you got Sprite, right? So that's been my life as of late. So they ended up doing cremation for Craig.
Okay.
So what my mom did is she put his ashes into like I think they're called shareable urns. They look like a shot glass.
Yeah.
For all of my nieces and nephews, and then necklaces, but not like Tina necklace, but like bigger. And I was like, it's gonna be kind of hard to wear that.
Yeah.
But she she did that, and when I was at her house loading her stuff in the 109-degree heat, they were gonna start transferring his ashes, and I said, this is about when I should probably go home.
Yeah.
So that's been my life, man. I trying to fit in life and crazy and fucking we're almost done.
You're almost there.
Yeah, so she got the keys already, which they gave them to her like half a month early. They were just like, here, we don't want to come back. And my brother's moving in over there, so he'll be here every day.
Oh, God.
So hide your beer.
Dude, for real. Hide your fucking beer from that guy.
Oh, man. So, yeah, so that's my crazy, and you're getting ready to go on vacation.
Yeah, we're going back to the East Coast. Kendra and the girls are already there.
Yeah.
So I've been a bachelor for a couple days now. It's very strange.
Isn't that weird?
Dude, it's...
Quiet house? Fucking
yeah.
just, like, strange.
And I come home and I'm like, what do I do?
Right.
And so the first night I was like, you know what? I got to clean. I got to get stuff ready. I got to this and that. And I did all this shit over the weekend. And then I'm like, okay, now what?
Ooh, you know what I just thought about?
What's up?
I hope they call us to get your pig before you leave.
Yeah.
Fuck.
If not, they can probably hold it for...
Yeah, but they charge you to hold it.
Oh, do they?
They do. I think anything over 3 days, they charge you.
I might have to have you get it.
Yeah, we might have to do that. I mean, I'm going to be at your house anyway, so...
Yeah, there's plenty of space in my fucking freezer. Don't worry about that.
In your brand new freezer. Yeah, man, I was just thinking about that. I was like, my mind just works on different things, and I'm like, oh, well, Jack's going to be gone. And then I'm like, oh, well, pig, fucking just craziness. So
when I was walking up your driveway today, I saw your cooler sitting there, and I was like, fuck. I got a day, and I got like a day. They better call tomorrow.
Yeah, I dropped it off on a Monday. They said a week, so it should be any time now.
Yeah.
So
we'll figure it out.
I got to take a U-Haul trailer back. There's no U-Hauls here, but there's affiliates of U-Haul, right?
Are you going to the shitty little one that's over? Yeah.
Off Etowanda?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I've been there.
They're fucking closed.
Yeah.
I'm like, maybe this isn't it's a shitty little building.
I had to bring a U-Haul back because I took furniture from one job site from in San Bernardino to the job site in Mission Viejo.
Oh, okay.
And I look up when they close, and I was like, fuck. And I got there and grabbed an engineer. I'm like, help me get this shit out of the truck. And the guy's like, well, can you stay? We want to help set up. I'm like, I got to get this fucking truck back, dude. And I dumped all the stuff out and then shagged ass back and got rid of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I was like, first of all, it says it's like a grain and feed store or some shit. And I was like, maybe it used to be.
Is it with the old lady?
Nobody was there?
Oh, yeah.
I was like...
Yeah, it's a dump.
I was like, there's got to be another place I can drop this fucking thing. It is a shit hole.
Yeah, I've been there. I have been there. Faux show.
I'm like, man, I wonder how much these people get paid by U-Haul, because they don't have a business there anymore.
Yeah.
They have 17 things from U-Haul in their yard.
You know, a lot of businesses would be like, I don't want my name associated with that, but U-Haul's like, fuck it.
U-Haul does not give a shit.
Bring it back with as much gas as was in it when you took it.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah. See ya.
Yeah, we don't give a fuck. It might as well be called rented mule. People just beat on those things.
Yeah, just fucking come take it. We're going to drink Dusty's. I call him Dusty like he's my bestie. Dustin. I say Dusty with affection.
That's good. I love the man, too.
We're going to be drinking his heritage. We're going to be floated today because there's only a splash left, and it's good. So you guys know all the things.
Oh, yeah. Let's go.
It's a screw top, which fucking throws me every time.
I know, it fucks us up.
All right.
So YouTube, Shattered Wisdom. TikTok, Shattered Wisdom. Instagram, Shattered Wisdom Podcast. I am Shattered Wisdom _Jack. He is Shattered Wisdom _Jerett. Go on there. We've been putting out a lot of content. The Barcuso Fuck Around and Find Out was awesome.
Was a hit.
We had so much fun with Joey. We cannot thank him enough. We are going to do some more recording with him. I know we did it in the bar, so it was a little echoey.
A little echoey. I mean, it wasn't
too bad.
Wasn't terrible, yeah.
So we're going to try to figure out if maybe we get lapel mics next time.
I think that's going to be the way. You know what? I think it's the more that we do this, and I was telling JJ today, like, we do have a good setup. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But there are better.
Yeah.
So maybe we do better.
Yeah. We do that, or maybe we get him in here and...
Yeah, no, for sure. He's going to record an episode in here, at least, for sure.
Oh, yeah. We want to do a Whistle Pig episode.
Yes.
And he said he would get the rep from Whistle Pig.
Yeah.
How so cool we could get... That'd be dope, because he's like, dude, he'll bring some shit that's new or different or isn't out, and, like, you guys can try that. It'll be fucking...
And then we can pick his brain.
Yeah.
Like... I'm sure that they do all kinds of things that the general public doesn't know about. Like, I didn't know there was a badunkadunk.
I did, dude. Half those bottles he had in his bar, I'm like, I didn't know they had this and this and this and that and this.
Well, they keep doing collabs too. Like they're like Dixon Flannels, man. Like they'll collab with all the big things.
Yeah.
Which is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And that wheat fucking bourbon the other day, I was pleasantly surprised.
I was too. I was like, ooh, wheat bourbon. Like I don't.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is okay.
Yeah. So I mean,
fuck, we killed the bottle of it.
Yeah. We did.
Among other things.
I was like, sorry, but he's like, no, dude, that's what it's for. I'm like, all right, cool.
That was dope. He was awesome. So we're definitely going to talk to him more. We've got some ideas for him, and we'd love to have him back on the show. He was a fantastic guest.
Yeah, and as a person, he's just a good dude.
Oh, he's a great dude.
So look out for those in the future. We will do a reoccurring on location talk whiskey. We'll pick his brain about all the things that he does. We'll try to get him into Eastville so he can open up a spot so everybody can try it. If you can't make it to Upland, they're closed Mondays and Tuesdays.
That's probably the least popular days for a bar, I would think.
Yeah, so I was gonna fire up the pizza oven. So I texted him. I was like, "Hey, do you sell your dough?" It's like, "No, but I can give you some." I'm like, "Nah, dude, it's cool." Like,
yeah,
I could buy dough anywhere, but just trying to get his dough because that pizza was the best pizza I've ever had in my whole life.
It was so good. Most pizza gives me fucking heartburn. I ate probably a half a pizza, no problem.
We ate a lot of pizza.
Yeah.
Like that's like half a pizza is a lot for you.
There were 5 of us and we ate 3.5 pizzas.
Yeah. So Tyler Malone. Hello, Tyler Malone.
Tyler Malone
texted me today and he said, man, that bar sounds really good.
It's dope.
And I was like, you have no idea.
Oh yeah.
Like I could tell you a story or I could just show you.
Yeah, we should just go.
Yeah. So I told him, I said, let me know when you want to go. And then I told him he needs to come fucking jump on the podcast because he's our day one, dude. Like
I know, he's been an OG.
Yeah, he took no convincing when I said, like, yeah, we're going to do a podcast. He's like, I'm in.
Get your ass here. Let's talk about some fun stuff.
So shout out to Tyler Malone, man. Appreciate you. And I know that Tyler listens regularly and he's caught up because he will text me about episodes and be like, hey, this or that. He gives me feedback live time, he fucking, when we talk or whatever, he's like, oh yeah, this thing was cool or that thing was this or whatever.
Nice.
So I appreciate you, Tyler. I wish everybody would be more like you and write us on YouTube.
Yeah, thanks for playing along, bud.
Yeah, so you want to pick a question today?
Yeah. Although we did get a comment from a bot.
Did we?
Yeah, some slutty looking blonde thing on fucking Instagram.
AI generated bot.
That was like marvelous. That's all it said about like the Barcuso thing. I was like, you fucking robot. Get the fuck out of here. Which actually kind of ties into what we're talking about today.
Yeah.
Oh, ooh.
Is that one good?
What is your favorite sex position? What is your second favorite?
Okay. Wow. They put that in the box, huh?
It's typed. That was your wife. My wife would be blushing. Right now.
All right, well, if you're a relative of mine who listens to this, you should probably turn this shit off right now. So me, I'm a doggy guy. I think doggy gives you boys.
Oh, I tried that. Got girls.
And then second, anything I can see boobs with.
I would probably be the reverse of that. I am a boob guy and a visual guy, and so like missionary, as lame as it sounds, like I get to see him and play with him and all that kind of stuff. That's dope.
Yeah.
But I think doggy's a close second. So.
All right. Well, there's that question. So, so if you're answering this at home, I don't know that we want to know, but we can play the game if you guys want.
Hey, everyone's got their favorite, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. If we're missing something, if there's a jackhammer or a slippery salmon,
the fucking pile driver, like you are a savage.
Yeah. Damn. Yeah. If we're missing something. If we're not doing the Angry Dragons right. Oh, man. What's the one? The Houdini. Houdini. There's all kinds of stuff.
The pirate is one of my favorites, too. It's just so wrong.
Oh, and if you have no idea what these are, look them up, please.
Yeah. Go on incognito mode.
Yes.
Check them out.
Yeah. You don't want that on your fucking...
Negatory Ghost Rider.
All right. Well, cheers, brother.
Let's
start drinking.
There we go.
Oof. So today's episode is inspired by a lot of things. A
recent event
a recent event. And I don't know that we'd put him on blast who he is.
We'll say it's a recent event with
a close friend.
A close friend who is in the online dating world.
Yes. So I'm gonna have JJ title this one "Why Lie?" and
how apropos.
and look, man, like he's not the first person that I've ever had tell me like of these things that happen.
Oh yeah.
But it was fucking hilarious. So I have a friend who went on a date with a girl that he had been talking to on Facebook dating, and the first text I got was, "God damn, she uses the fuck out of filters."
Not goddamn, she is so hot.
Ladies, your filters don't transfer into life, okay?
Oh, dude, no.
And then it just got worse from there.
Excuse me.
So I'm sure most people know by now, like, you can take angles. You can be attractive from this side but not this side. You can have a big nose that you can hide. You can have whatever, you know. You could clean some things up in pictures.
Yes.
But I'm gonna fucking meet you.
Yeah. And so I remember my sister had this makeup book, and it would show, it was a professional makeup artist that did like the contouring and all this stuff, and they did half of a woman's face was makeup and the other half was not. And they turned 2s into 10s page after page. I was like, God damn, look at. Then you see the other side. I'm like, oh,
yes,
wow. So ladies and gentlemen who fake a bunch of other shit too, they are gonna wake up and see you at some point.
Yeah, if you're a different person than I went to bed with.
Yeah. The old joke is if you wake up and your face is still on my pillowcase.
Yes.
And I pull my gun on you because I don't know who the fuck you are. Now you got into my house.
Yeah.
Oh, but it's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, like. So makeup is one thing, right? You can doll yourself up. He went on a date to the beach. And, you know, if you're a bigger person, you know, if you're a girl and you're my size, it's hard to hide that. Yeah. But all your headshots make you look like you're 110. Yeah. Yeah. And then you wear a sheet to the beach because that's your bathing suit. Like, he was, you know, and look, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with big people. I'm a big person.
Yeah.
But you'd fucking know before I took you out on a date. Like,
yeah, it's what you're selling somebody.
Yeah, like, and here's the thing, too. So catfishing, right? So if you catfish somebody with the intentions of never meeting them, That's one thing.
Yes.
But if you catfish somebody to catch feelings for you and then you want to meet them and you're not even the same fucking person.
Yes.
What was your fucking plan?
Yeah. I'm not going to be out there telling girls I'm fucking 6'4",
No.
240, and then show up 5'11", 170. They'd be like, what happened to the rest of you? Like, I don't know. I got to fell in the dryer on the way here. Like, I shrunk.
Yeah. I got to go to the gym. Yeah. Fucking.
But Kendra uses filters. She loves to go on Snapchat. So Snapchat has 1 million. And they got the funny ones.
Yeah.
But then she's found some other filters. And she will take pictures of us. And I'm bald.
Yeah.
And it smooths out every line on your face, but it also smooths out every line on my head. So I look like a dickhead. Literally, the top of my head looks like a penis. If you put a crease in it, you'd be like Jack Pease out of the top of his head. He's a 5'11" dick. I knew it. Dick. She took a selfie with it. I'm like, burn that. She goes, I love that picture. First of all, my cheeks are rosy. And I look like I have a dickhead.
Yeah.
Like, it's the weirdest thing. Like, I'm an old man from the nose down and a child from the head up with a penis. It's the worst fucking Frankenstein. She's like, this is a great picture of me. And I go, that's not what you look like.
Yeah.
You're a beautiful woman.
Yeah.
This makes you look very fake.
Right.
Like, there's nothing about it where you'd be like, damn, that girl's skin is poreless. It's flawless. She's amazing.
Yeah.
Like, no.
So obviously Instagrams, Facebooks, all the things, it's a persona of you, right? And if you're a girl who wants to be pretty, who wants to attract attention because you're attractive, you will use filters on everything.
Yes.
And I follow this girl, because I thought it was fucking hilarious to watch her comments. She has no teeth. She puts in fucking fake teeth.
Oh, is this like the old lady that does her makeup?
Yeah.
I've seen some videos of her.
And then she looks fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
And dudes are in her DMs like, fucking marry me. Like, you wake up next to your grandmother tomorrow, you are going to be like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Because what you gotta remember is, and I can understand that people do it for their own reasons.
Uh-huh.
But when you take a shower with somebody and you wash 10 pounds of makeup off of your face, if you look like a different person, you just lied to me. Like that is absolutely lying. Like, if I told you, like, oh yeah, I have a Lamborghini on concession.
On consignment?
Yeah, on consignment.
Yeah.
Yeah, same. So ladies, you are beautiful. And there is somebody out there for you. You don't have to do all the things to meet the right guy. I'm sure that, you know, if you're doing it to meet a guy and you don't care, then that's probably fine for you. But the right person is going to be out there for you.
Yeah, and, you know...
It's just not my friend.
there are some girls that do makeup.
Yeah.
And it's subtle, and you go, okay, she looks great. There are other girls that do makeup, and you're like, wow, that's a lot.
Yeah.
A lot. Like, Kendra has very vibrant blue eyes, but she has, like, she almost has, like almost like Asian eyes.
Yeah.
So she's been in 1 million weddings, and they all get their makeup done, and all of them are like, I'm going to give you a smoky eye. And she sends me a picture, and she's always like, I look like a fucking drag queen. Because they just blast all this black around her eye, and it's so hugely overdone. And she's been to a couple weddings where they've done her makeup, and they've done it, but it's subtle. And I'm like, that looks fucking amazing.
So my favorite thing, man, and you could call me fucking whatever, but I am not I don't mind dressing up and things, but I am, like, for my girl and my wife, and when I told JJ, like, I like you in one of my t-shirts and a pair of sweats, like, I fucking just natural, just hanging out, just not having to impress anybody, hair in a mess, like, I dig that more than fucking anything.
Yeah. I always tell Kendra, like, you're very naturally beautiful. Yeah. I like that, like, I wake up next to you, and I can look at you.
I'm not scared.
I'm not scared. I'm like, you're beautiful. And you know what? It's she's like, no, I'm not. It's like, you can pick yourself apart all you want.
Yeah, that's a you thing.
That's a you thing. That's not a me thing. And I like that. But like you, I like when you're comfortable.
Right.
Like, because then you can just chill. That's awesome.
You can be who you are.
Yeah.
And the first time I told her that, she's like, I look a fucking hot mess. I'm like, no. Like, I dig this because You can be you. You don't have to put on a show. And when you're first dating, you're still putting on a show.
Sure.
You know, you're making your stomach hurt because you're not farting in front of each other. You're still,
you're sucking your gut in as hard as you can. Yeah. Why are you shaking so much? Because I'm trying not to shit my pants.
You're ordering a fucking salad on a date, like, and going home and fucking racking tacos. Like, just be you up front.
Yeah.
Because we are going to love you. And somebody's going to be there for you. And not saying that every person on the planet's a good person who's going to appreciate you. But there are literally billions of people. There is someone for everyone.
Oh, yeah. And one thing we don't have on here that I just came to my mind is Photoshop. Because that's the other level.
Yes.
And I love the bad Photoshop memes.
Oh, yeah.
Where somebody has Photoshopped.
Airbended.
And the guys that do like their biceps all huge and it's so distorted and it's so fake and they're like, yeah, I've really been hitting the gym hard. Or girls, they always do their butt and they do their boobs. And like you said, they just become this weird snake thing.
Yeah.
But it's all driven from mass media.
Yes. So
not just like celebrities.
So that's, and I think that Instagram itself is kind of the fucking problem behind that.
Yep.
Because you don't know that person.
No, fuck no.
You're going to have 10 million followers because you're a workout personality. You know, a girl who goes to gyms in a sports bra and tight pants or whatever, and all you do is work out. And you do... Let's be honest, they're doing things intentionally in front of the camera to get attention. It's not like fucking, oh, that's how I fucking squat. Like, no, you don't have to put the phone under yourself to squat. Yeah.
No, we don't need that angle in the ass.
So they do this on purpose, right? And then they have this idea that they need to be perfect to have these 10 million followers. And then once you build that fame, you have to maintain it.
That's got to be exhausting.
And there are people on there who are like famous for being pretty personalities. Who are fucking falling apart because like I can't get a man, I can't this and I can't that, and it's like just gotta be yourself.
Well, they've exposed a bunch of them. I've seen a bunch of them where it shows all their Instagrams and then it shows pictures that other people have taken of them. Yeah. And you're like, that's not the same person.
Yeah, 100%.
And by the way, the picture that makes it to Instagram, Facebook, whatever, is picture number 297.
Yeah, you got that thing on fucking blast.
342.
Yeah.
And it's changing the angle. It's this, it's that, it's da.
Right.
But watching like the real like celebrity photoshoppers, have you seen that? Some videos where they'll put up a picture of somebody and they'll actually do like professional photoshopping on it. It's just like shit.
I follow a guy on Instagram who goes around and talks about like people with high followings about how they Photoshop their photos. And they're like, no, I don't. And he recreates the original photo.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, this is what it should look like.
Yeah.
I'm like, man. But I mean, like, ladies, you got to understand, men are following girls who do not show their face. Like, ladies, it is not that hard. If you want to be all this and that on Instagram or whatever, guys don't care.
No.
There are 10 million guys following a girl without a face.
Yeah.
So you could be whatever you want to be.
There's bots. You get the bots.
Yeah.
Fucking
you
bots
can
everywhere.
fucking make an AI fucking generated platform.
Oh yeah. It's ridiculous. And that's a good thing you bring up. Like, I think the Photoshop, the filter thing, obviously is probably more prevalent with females than it is for males.
Yeah. Well, guys, we're ugly and we don't have anything to fucking help us.
But it's a sad state of society that we put so much pressure on.
Right.
Females. I'm like, that's one thing. Like, I'm trying desperately.
Yeah, because you have little girls.
To not have all my daughters and all. I will scold Kendra because she'd be like, "Well, I this like that." I'm like, "You shouldn't say that in front of the girls."
Right.
Like, don't say that. And Ella will be like, "Well, I need this because of this." I'm like, "No, you don't. No, you don't." And I'm always telling her like, no man can define your self-worth.
So here's what always gets me, right? So I have a lot of friends who have daughters, and it's always the same thing. I want makeup before there's an age to understand why.
Yes.
Before you can even put it on, because our society has driven that.
Yeah. And Ella has done makeup. Ella and Charlie's the same way. I want makeup. I want to get my nails done. Right. I want to get my makeup done. I'm like, okay, every now and then we will let the girls, because they see Kendra do it too. They see mom do it and they want to emulate mom.
Right.
They want to curl their hair, so Kendra will like curl their hair, and Ella's good enough now where she'll paint their fingernails. So we take them as like a special treat. We'll take them to a nail salon and get their nails done. But Ella wanted to do makeup, and so Kendra was like, "Okay, like I'll let you screw around with makeup, but you can't wear it out of the house.
Right?
You never wear makeup to school." I think she started letting her wear a little mascara.
Okay.
You can wear mascara, but that's it. But like, Ella will go in her room and will do makeup, and Ella will come out a different person.
Yeah.
It's okay. Like, it's gotten to the point, before it was kind of like, like,
remember the birthday party to do.
Remember the Drew Carey show?
Yes.
Mimi, the one with the first time she came out, I was like, oh, wow. That's, ooh. It's
learned how to do
it. So pretty. Kendra looked at her like, oh, shit. But she's done it now a couple times, and she's walked out, and I'm like, I don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
No, and that's the thing. So, like, you can... So, for women, like, I get it. It's a self-esteem booster. Mm-hmm. And you want that self-esteem. Mm-hmm. But the thing that's got to knock you back the fuck down is when your makeup's gone and you think that you've built a relationship with somebody and they treat you differently.
Yeah.
Like, that's got to be worse than just going in regular and trying to meet somebody and impress them with your personality. Like, it has to be worse.
Oh, yeah.
Like, if in 6 months you reject me because I'm a different person, that's got to hurt worse because I really tried.
When you built this huge lie.
Yeah.
But it's the same for men. Like, we've got a thing up here is guys that act rich. That's kind of like that's like the man flex, right? That's the man filter. Yes. That's the man makeup, if you will.
100%. Because you could be ugly and rich and that not be a problem.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of con artists that were men that took a lot of money from women because these women were like, oh, well, I thought he was rich and he had this nice car and he dressed like this, and then I was paying for dinner, but then he was getting me into business ventures and he was taking my money and he this and he that. But if I walk by and there's a Ferrari parked on the street, I could kneel down in front of it, take my phone out, and take a selfie. Like, took the new whip out for a fucking ride. You wouldn't know the difference.
There are guys who... I think there's a show on Netflix called The Most Hated Man on Tinder or something. It's about a guy who... And we'll get into the next one. But it's about a guy who set up this whole persona about himself and dated all these girls. Mm-hmm. And he was a huge piece of shit. Yeah. And he wasn't rich or anything. He just just living, mooching off people, you know? Sure. Ladies, you got to understand that there are guys out there and girls on the other side too.
Oh, yeah.
That will fucking leech onto you, and you can be manipulated into taking care of these people and thinking everything's hunky-dory and, I got to take a business trip. They're going to go meet with somebody else. And you really got to be careful because they will fucking bleed you dry.
Have you seen the girls that... tell guys that meet them on a dating app, and they'll tell them, like, you need to pay for my babysitter. Mm-hmm. I need you to buy a pizza for my kid. You need to this, you need to that. So before you go on a date with somebody you meet, like, you're paying for the babysitter for the kid, for this, and then they'll cancel the night of, and your money's already, you got to Zelle them or something, and you can't get that money back. It's already gone. You got to do all this kind of shit.
Jesus.
So that was a big scheme that some women are doing, too, or some people are doing.
Fellas, if this girl wants you to send her money before you go out,
no. You're going to pay for the whole date and this. No,
and I promise you that you're going to get scammed more often than not.
Well, if I invite you, a first date for me is if I were a single man again. Oh yeah, that's a terrifying idea. But like the first date is like an interview.
Yeah, no, and it's you got to see if you can even carry a conversation with somebody.
Yeah, and I'm not going to dump a lot of money into this.
No.
Let's go meet and have a coffee.
Have you seen the ones where the girls are like, they have a list of places you can't go on a first date?
Yeah.
Like, if that's... So here's the thing. So just because every man doesn't take you to a 5-star restaurant doesn't mean that he's broke. Doesn't mean that he can't afford you. Yeah. Or whatever. Even if he shouldn't have to afford you. But it should not be... Oh, well, if you can't take me here, why would I go out with you? Because that's you stretching. That's like me saying, well, you're not fucking hot enough to go there.
Yeah, I'm not gonna take you to Fleming's on a first date.
No, God no. I do like Fleming's.
I love Fleming's, but I'm not gonna enjoy my meal and watch you eat $200 worth of food and have you be like, yeah, thanks, this was cool.
And drop me off over here. I'll take an Uber for the rest of the week.
Yeah, no, fuck that shit. Like, I'm gonna take you somewhere where we can talk, where we can have a conversation,
somewhere quiet. Yeah,
where I can get to know you. And I know people. Here's my thing too: is people talk online all the time.
You read into it's like text messages, right? There's no emotion behind it.
You can't read a person.
No, it is what you make it. So you could think everything's hunky dory, and on the other side, they could think fucking like, oh, she's kind of bored, she's kind of dry, she's kind of this, she's kind of that, like. But you could be laughing, and just there's no emotion in it.
Yeah. So like even at work, I'll walk over to somebody's desk and have a conversation with them.
Yeah.
I'll walk if I need to talk to somebody in the field. I'm like, I'm just gonna go find them.
Yeah.
Like, call them. I'm like, no. I want to go. I want to look them face to face because then I know you and I talked face to face.
Right.
You acknowledged.
You know what's up.
You know what's up.
Yeah.
We had this conversation. You can't go, oh, well, I was talking to somebody else. I was just listening to you on the phone. No.
There's no misunderstandings when we're here having this conversation.
Yeah. So, to me, first date, we're going to sit down and just talk.
Yeah.
I don't care. We want to have drinks. We want to have dinner. We want to go get coffee. You want to do whatever, but I want to go somewhere where we can talk.
Right.
And not... I'm not going to pay for your fucking babysitter, and you can't take me here. And I'm not taking you to Arby's.
Yeah.
But like,
we're going to McDonald's, but they got a fucking $5 meal.
Yeah, they got a $5 meal now. We're going to get a footlong and split it. You can have 6 inches.
Well, if you have 6 now and 6 later. You can, oh man, I totally just lost my whole train of thought. But, you could go broke because there's a lot of, and I'm sure it's on both sides. Look, I'm not shitting on one side more than another.
No.
If you're on Facebook dating, you're just as guilty as the other side. People speed date. I mean, they're doing this 3-4 times a week.
Oh, dude.
It is expensive.
Remember Sammy? Sammy was on here talking about dating apps.
Like fucking, what'd she say? She's a dude with tits? She'll give it to you straight. She does not care.
But she said she had 72 open conversations.
Yes.
She wasn't dating these people.
No, but you have, hi, good morning. How's your day?
Good morning. And so she was like, okay, well, what's up? She was just like talking to 72 different people.
Yeah. How do you keep track of what you're talking about?
Dude, I have no fucking idea.
Can you imagine having to scan back through your text to be like, oh yeah, by the way.
How easy is it to call somebody else's name?
Oh, God. Yeah.
But if you're talking to a Sheila, a Sharon, and a Sarah.
Chances are.
Which one are you?
Yeah,
like, I could totally see somebody.
Well, and then comes the inventions of nicknames. Because if you call everybody the same nickname, hon, babe,
doll, whatever.
Yeah. Then you don't have to remember their fucking name at all.
Exactly. But the other thing, too, that we got a note on here, that the other thing we learned from Sammy, is that on, like, Facebook dating, there are Facebook groups.
So the big one is called, Are We Dating the Same Guy?
That's
the thing. Yeah, no, that's the one.
Is there one called Are We Dating the Same Girl?
No, because guys don't give a fuck. That's the thing. Guys don't care that much. And girls will be out dating 17 people, but worry about the guy that they like the most because they're worried that somebody else likes them too.
Okay.
So guys don't care. Guys are here for your attention, and we're very simple creatures, man. We don't really give a fuck about much. No, I mean, it's pretty simple.
No, we're terrible.
But yeah, they do a lot of fucking investigating and putting up the same picture, and guys are getting caught up a lot. Give me a second. Yeah. But guys are getting caught up a lot on that website because you think that it's Facebook dating, right? Of course, there's going to be a Facebook fucking group about it. And they're gonna, and if you had a bad experience on a date, like girls are on this site posting pictures of you saying, "Watch out for this guy, he this, he that." They are cock blocking you before you even get a chance to show somebody that you're a genuine person because they had a bad experience.
Well, think about this too. Our lives are lived so much in the digital world.
Yeah, all your stuff's out there.
I have a Facebook page and an Instagram page. I have a Snapchat I haven't been on in years. I don't know when the last time I was on Snapchat. I really don't post a lot on Facebook. I kind of just post a lot on Instagram, and I really don't even post that much on Instagram. Right. But if you meet somebody on a dating app, they have your name. If you don't think that they're not going to then cross-reference you across all social medias. You'd be a fucking moron not to.
Yeah.
And by the way, the maybe lesser known but probably more important one you might want to check is fucking LinkedIn.
Yes.
Because if you don't think, I crack a joke with guys all the time. I'm like, you got to love a woman with a job.
Yeah.
And they're all like, I'm like, no, date a fucking professional.
Date a
asshole.
professional. Yeah, yeah.
I'm not talking about a hooker. I'm talking about
that is a job.
yeah, I'm not the oldest profession in the world, right? No, dude, dick. I'm talking about dating a woman that has a job and has her shit together and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna check your LinkedIn, your Facebook, your Instagram, your Snapchat, whatever I can get access to, and they'll call it like stalking. Oh, you're gonna cyber stalking, right? You're gonna cyber stalk. No,
your information's out there.
I'm gonna do a little bit of a background check on you. I don't need references and whomever, but I'm gonna check some shit out and see just exactly what you got going on.
Yeah,
And they're gonna do the same for you.
Oh yeah, and if you don't expect them to do the same to you, then you are fucking mistaken on how this thing works.
You're a fucking idiot.
So LinkedIn, there was people who were trying to make like LinkedIn a dating site, like for professionals, and it's like then you start seeing all these posts like that's not what LinkedIn's for. LinkedIn is a professional website designed for business connections and blah blah blah. But if you wanted to have something like that for a dating site, it would not be bad if you called it like, I don't know, I'm not going to give any ideas, maybe I'll invent it, but if you did like professional connections and networking, probably wouldn't be the worst thing.
No. But like, and we've talked about this too as it comes to online dating. People that are really serious about probably finding like a really serious relationship are going to be on like the eHarmonies.
Yeah, they're going to pay for it.
The Match.coms are going to pay for it because they're going to be like, I'm sick of this shit.
Right.
I'm sick of the Facebook dating. And like your brother does Facebook dating.
Yeah.
And every time we get together with your brother, I'm always like, he's like, check this out. And he'll pull them up.
Yeah.
And he'll go, oh, this one. And I get the opportunity to kind of live vicariously through him.
Right.
And I look at all these women that are on there and I'm like, shit.
Yeah, they're very attractive women on dating sites and things like that.
Yeah.
And there might be girls who don't think that they should have to pay for it, or can't afford it, or whatever the case. But if you keep getting the same old,
yes,
you're fishing in the same pond.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. Like the definition of insanity is right, doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different outcome. But like, you're right. If you're just on Facebook dating, you're like, all these guys want to do is they just want to meet and hook up, and then they fucking ghost me. Well, it's because
5 seconds into the conversation, they're asking me for pictures.
Yeah, pictures of my tits. Like, you're on a shitty fucking dating app. Go somewhere else.
Yeah, that one might as well be called Plenty of Fish. God. I would be a terrible single person. I've been in a relationship. You've been in a relationship so long, but we've been in a relationship so long. Like, and we have friends who had been in relationships for long times, and on the other side of it now, and having fun and working it out, and realizing that the dating world isn't what it used to be.
Oh, dude.
More of a hookup culture now.
Could you imagine? Here's what we'll liken it to. Mm-hmm. You were a professional football player.
Okay, cool. I like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
You retired.
Uh-huh.
And then 10 years later, they're like, we want you to come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, dog.
No. I'm good.
What?
Yeah. I'm sitting on my couch eating a bag of Doritos, right?
Same for me. It'd be worse to me. Hey, Jack, we want you to come back. It's been 15 years. You'll be fine. It's like riding a bike. Come on. Yeah. I'm like, oh.
Come back, bud.
No. As the water boy? Like,
coach? Am I going to coach?
No. You're a punter again. I'm like, no.
Punter you could probably do, but like a running back or a linebacker.
Yeah, no, you're back. You're starting QB. You've got a game in fucking 3 weeks.
Yeah.
No.
I don't know that Tom Brady could come back in 5 years and play.
I would be what they call him, a chronic bachelor.
Yeah.
And it's only for the reasons that I don't want to do it.
I don't want to do it.
Dude, at this point too, if I want to date and some girl's like, you're going to pay for this, and you're going to be like, nope.
I'm a grown-up.
I'm a grown-ass man. Well, you're going to have to this. I'll be like, no.
No, I don't have to do anything.
Well, then they'd be like, well, you're a dick. Yep. Bye.
Thanks
Next. Swipe.
For stopping by.
Swipe. Whatever way is not, I don't approve.
Yeah. So.
But also on the same thing, I think, like, so talking about filters and all that kind of shit, I would think filtering yourself like we would filter ourselves verbally or how we act is an age thing.
I think you grow out of a lot of shit.
Yeah, so I would think
100%.
as like as you got older, probably in the dating world, like I'm like, fuck it, this is it, dude.
Unless you're trying to go for a younger person, then you have to revert back to those tactics. But yeah, I think if you're older and you're 40, right, and you're, hey, you know, like, I'm not here to fucking bullshit. There's somebody on there who's 40 who's like, thank fucking God.
Yeah.
Like, oh, hey, like, look, I just want to fucking hang out and have somebody this and that and blah, 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 blah. And look, most people are single for real reasons, but sometimes people are single due to their spouse passing away.
Yes.
Like, or things like that, you know, and it's not that they're a 40-year-old mother of two who's, you know, like, no, like, hey, she's getting back out there. And that's good. Nobody wants to be alone forever. That's the most terrible fucking thing on the planet.
But I feel like that person too is going to take a serious approach to it.
Yes. Yeah.
So I jokingly, and I've said this a couple times, I wanted to do a dating app. Not for me.
Yeah, I know.
But I wanted to do a dating app called Sunday Morning.
Okay.
And my dating app idea is you wake up Sunday morning. As soon as you wake up, you take a selfie.
Huh.
And that is your profile picture on the dating app.
Oh, God.
Yeah. No, I don't care. Roll over, men and women.
Yeah.
Whatever you're looking for. You roll over, you wake up, you take that fucking cell phone out. Bang. Selfie.
You know why? Because
that's who you really fucking
that's who you are.
Because the old saying is, if you can't handle me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best.
Well,
Not to say that
yeah.
it's no dig at anybody, but this is how I fucking really look.
Right. So we used to, as a society, tell people that looks are only skin deep. It doesn't matter. It doesn't this. It doesn't that. Now we're only interested in people based off how they look.
Yep.
Like, we are literally judging people on dating apps by their profile picture.
But we judge a lot of people on a lot of things by their online lifestyle.
Their personas, yeah.
But, like, okay, so look at the kid that just shot Trump.
Right.
The first thing they did, bang, pull up his online profile. What's he been posting about?
Yeah.
What has he contributed to on a political front? What's his Facebook? What's his Instagram? What does he like? What does he subscribe to? Because you can see all that. Oh, are you on a bunch of YouTube channels on shooting?
Right.
And guns? Are you posting all this, you know, right-wing, left-wing, liberal, whatever stuff? Are you a hardcore vegan or fucking only a meat eater? Like, your online persona is immediately open for everyone to take shots at.
And that's the thing, too. So, like, if they listen to this podcast, our podcast persona is you know, I mean, it is who we are, but this isn't all we are.
No.
And it's not us. So if you listen to this and you think you have a formulated opinion about who we are, you don't have a fucking clue.
Well, that's a very good and funny point that you bring up. This is you and I in a very relaxed state in one of our most favorite things to do. Yeah. In a very comfortable space that we have 100% control over.
Yeah, we control the narrative here.
Yeah, you and I get to sit here.
Yeah.
A lot of times, you and I are sitting in a room alone in your home, drinking whiskey. I'm not thinking about anything but what we're doing right now.
No, this is the most just fucking conversation, just no agenda. We're just relaxed. We can, and it's like we're in here because it is us talking to each other. We're just doing it into microphones so everybody else can hear it.
Yeah, and Jerett and I do a lot of stuff together. Like, people, we keep talking about this, but, like, we go pig hunting, we go hunting. Jerett drove to me to pick up Kendra after accident. Like, but when we go pig hunting, it's Ella, Jerett, and I sitting in the truck, and we are talking. We just weren't drinking.
Yeah. Yeah.
Same thing like this, obviously, with Ella in the vehicle. We're not talking quite as candidly as we always do, but, like, Jerett and I do a lot of stuff together. We've done a lot of stuff. It is, you know, we put ceiling fans up in this house.
Right.
Done all this. I got to put ceiling fans in his mom's house. He's probably going to help me do that.
Yeah.
We hang out in the pool. We do all this kind of stuff. Like, we spend a lot of time together.
Right.
But our wives are around, or our kids are around, or people are around. So when we're in here podcasting, like, this is just the most chill. And I'm not afraid of what I say here being heard in the public sense.
No. And so here's the thing, too, that I don't know if JD's going to leave in the final edit. On the podcast with Neil, I didn't say welcome back, motherfuckers, because his 9-year-old daughter was in the room. And I didn't want to be on that side of cussing and being that person out of respect for him, for her, you know?
Yeah.
So it might get inserted and it might whatever, but the truth of the fact is, like, I do think about other people and their kids, and we don't talk about we don't talk like this in front of our kids. No. We're not having these conversations, and we're not, doing all these things. So who we are on this podcast is who me and Jack can be when we're by ourselves. Yeah. But it's not who we are all of the time.
Yeah, so in a sense, this is a filtered version of ourselves.
Right. Yeah, but I'm not trying to date anybody.
No, I'm not trying to do anything. But talk to you. But what's funny is this is a filtered but unfiltered version of ourselves. Right. This is a really raw.
We get to be really just genuinely two dudes hanging out talking shit. And this is what you do. And for the ladies who listen to this show, if there are any, this is what guys do when they're not with you. We will shoot the shit about fucking anything and talk and cuss and do all these things because that's what guys do. Yeah. Like when you get down to it, if you, like how we say, this is a conversation. If you popped into this conversation right now, you'd be like, okay. And then you pop into another conversation, it could be something completely different. Mm-hmm. So.
And by the way, we're not always talking about girls saying like, oh, guys are gross. They talk about this. They talk about, like, no.
Sometimes it's hunting. We could talk for hours about hunting.
Oh, dude. Ad nauseum. And, like, girls that come in, I'm like, you don't want to be part of this conversation. They're like, oh, why? Are you talking about girls you had sex with? Yeah. I'm like, no. I'm talking about this elk I shot, and then we gutted it, and then we this. And they're like, that is even grosser. I'm like, I fucking told you, dude. Yeah. Like, the world doesn't revolve around pussy in a man's mind.
No, it's only when we're around you ladies that we're actually thinking about it.
Yeah, if it's in the room, I'm like, hey, babe, what's going on?
Yeah. If it's out of sight, it is out of mind. I promise. So ladies, be careful, protect yourself, all right? Because every guy that has a Facebook persona or this or that you think is a good guy, you also got to realize that you're taking this guy out, and if you're let's call it serial dating. You have to be careful because not every guy has good intentions. No. So just protect yourself. And guys too, like there are girls out there who will beat the shit out of you. Like, yes. Like it is not a one-way street anymore where just girls are the victim. Guys are the victim of a lot of things. We just don't talk about it as much.
But I also think like men or women on either side, if you you have an online connection with someone, mm-hmm. and then you go meet them in the flesh, and they are very different from what they
portrayed to be.
Exactly. Thank you, sir. Leave. Yeah. Be like, you know what? And you can start the conversation. You can get into it however far you need to, but then you need to go, you know what? You are not what you portrayed to me online, and this date's over. Well, and you should don't ever feel obligated to stay in a date, men or women, because it happens on both sides. Yeah. But if this person is 100% different from what they portrayed themselves to be, you can go, dude, ma'am, dude, whatever. You started this off as a lie. Yes. And I'm not going to take this any farther. Thank you. It was nice to meet you. I'm out.
Yeah. Well, and the thing, too, is... So I have friends on both sides who are like, I don't want to be in a relationship. I don't need a relationship. I don't need this. I don't need that. Nobody, even those people, wants to be lonely. Like if you're if you're telling me like, hey, I don't want to be in a relationship. Well, how many people are you talking to? Yeah. Oh, well, that's different. Like, no, you're lonely. Like you don't want to be alone, and that's a human. That's one of like a human condition that we have, is the need, like solitary confinement. You need human interaction, otherwise you go fucking crazy.
Well, Castaway with Tom Hanks, Wilson, like that's real shit.
That's
like
fucking
people 100%. Laugh and joke like, oh, like no, dude. Yeah, I love the show Alone.
Yeah, They start talking to themselves.
Dude, 60 days in, they're fucking...
Yeah, they are a different motherfucker.
And they get a visit once a week from a medical crew that comes and checks on them. But these fucking people, you can see them start to like break down mentally.
Yeah, no, we as a society need it. I mean, it is a fucking need that we have. You cannot go years and years and years, and I'm not saying that you don't have friends that you talk to and blah, 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 but attention is a motherfucker, and a lot of people are just like, well, I just wanted the attention. So, I get it, 100%, that's cool, but be careful.
Oh, yeah.
Because not everybody's intentions are genuine.
But also, go into it with the right intentions.
Right. Yeah. Be honest. Be you. Be you. Because at the end of the day, on a dating app or one of these fucking things, I'm going to meet you.
Oh, yeah. Don't filter. Don't Photoshop.
Yeah.
Don't lie.
Yeah, and if the guys that you like don't like you, there's a reason. Then fucking move on.
Yeah, and guys, don't fucking tell her that you own a Ferrari and this giant mansion, and you have this, and you have that, and you're house sitting for your friend in Malibu. Like, they're gonna fucking figure it out.
Look, everybody on the planet wants a 10. I'll tell you that. Everybody wants to date this hot-ass person and blah, 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 blah. I'm 4, and I wouldn't have... Well, I wouldn't settle for a 4, but... I punch out of my league. Why don't you punch a little out of your league? But if you're a 2, don't expect a 10.
Oh, man. One of my dearest friends in the world. Growing up, one of my dearest friends, we would go to a bar, and he would be like, oh, that's the one.
Yeah, that hot fucking, that 5 over there.
And I'd look at him, and I'd be like, dude, she's a 10.
Yeah.
You're a 4.
Right.
I'm like a 5.5.
Yeah.
With confidence.
With confidence, yeah.
I'm a 5.5 that thinks he's a 7. I'm not going to go talk to that.
Yeah.
But he would also just sit there, and then he would be upset that said 10 wouldn't come talk to him.
Because he expected that.
Yeah. I want to be like...
I want to live in the world where girls approach guys.
I'm like, this isn't a fucking Sadie Hawkins dance, bro. They're not coming to ask you to slow dance. Like, this ain't happening. Like,
well, and that's where guys start getting bottle service and pretending rich and fucking go to the strip club in the VIP room and spending their whole fucking paychecks because they want to be perceived as something they're not.
Yeah, you got that credit card.
Yeah, fucking run it up.
What's the limit on it? Oh, I got bottle service. I got this. I got that.
Yeah, don't do it, guys. Stay in your fucking lane,
dude. Own your shit.
Yeah, work harder. You want to be rich? Work harder.
From a man standpoint and a woman standpoint, one thing that everyone will always say, you know what I love? How confident they were.
Right.
And a woman will say that about a man, and a man will say that about a woman.
Yeah.
And it's own your shit. Whatever you are, you are. There are certain things in your life that you can fucking control.
And certain things you can't.
There's certain things you can't. Yeah. I mean,
you were born with brown eyes, not blue. Take out your fucking contacts.
Yeah.
Like, who cares?
Yeah, because at some point, we're all going to figure that shit out. Guys, if you're fucking 5'6", be like, I'm a short king.
Yeah.
What you got? What you want?
Yeah.
I'm funny as fuck.
Yeah.
You will laugh so hard, you'll fucking piss yourself.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of girls out there that go, I want a funny guy.
And that is a rarity because not everybody's funny. Everybody thinks they're funny. Not everybody's funny.
That's true.
Yeah, if you're out there listening to the radio right now, you're like, oh, that's me. Yeah, motherfucker, I'm talking to you. Yeah. I just fucking pointed at you in the studio.
You know who you are.
You know who you are.
But the same thing, like ladies, you don't cake 18 pounds of fucking makeup on.
No, you're beautiful already.
You are. And men, like, fucking have that confidence. Just own what you are.
Yeah.
Project what you are.
Yeah.
And you will get back what you project.
You know, and I always say this, man. Like, I was never JJ's type, but she had to talk to me. Mm-hmm. And if I get an opportunity to have a conversation, I will draw you in. And that is my claim to fame. Like David would tell me, like he's like, dude, you got a mouthpiece. He's like, if I could talk like you, like I'd run the fucking world, you know. And it's semi confidence, but it's also just being a good person, being who you are. Like, hey, like not making it about yourself. Just talk. Casual conversation is a lost art.
Well, and I tell a lot of people too. I'm like, I'm not a one night stand guy.
No.
But that's not me.
Yeah.
I don't want to have a one night stand with you.
Right.
I'm the guy like you'll fall in love with.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to win you over day one. Day one, most people have been like, I thought you were a fucking dick.
Yeah. Day one, you're telling your girlfriends never again.
You're a dick.
For sure.
Like 3 weeks in, you're like,
yeah,
I kind of like him.
Right.
And then after you get to know me and all that kind of stuff, you're like, oh, fuck, I love this motherfucker.
Right. Yep. Here we are now.
That's okay.
Right.
That's my personality.
Right.
That's your personality. Yeah. That's anyways. It's own your shit.
Yeah.
I know that about me. I don't want to take you home from the bar and fuck you that night because if I can do it.
Yeah. If I can do it.
There are several other folks that probably have done it too.
Yeah.
And if that's your stick, you just want to get laid. Fine, whatever.
Right.
Who cares?
And here's the thing too that we have to think about. Well, we don't because we're married, but we as people on dating apps is you as people on dating apps, not we.
Yeah, not we.
Not we. Is that whatever persona you put out? Hey, I'm rich. Hey, I'm beautiful. Hey, I'm this. Hey, I'm that. That is the only thing that somebody who's going to meet up with you is looking for.
Yes.
And if you are not every bit of what you say you are, they are going to fucking disappear on your ass.
Yeah.
So why put yourself in that position? Maybe it works for a while. Maybe you get some attention. Maybe you get some pictures you would have never got. Maybe you get some this, that, whatever the case. But at the end of the day, when it comes down to you being who you say you are, if you can't be that person, you just wasted all of your fucking time on a persona that you can't fucking be.
Dude, and that's the other thing too. Time. I don't want to say time is valuable.
Oh, but it is. But yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't want to say time is money.
Yeah.
But time is valuable.
Oh, for sure.
There is a monetary figure you can put on time.
Yeah.
And the monetary figure doesn't necessarily have to be a dollar amount.
No.
But it's time you invest in people.
Yeah.
If you can't get that back.
It is the biggest waste of fucking time.
Yes. And also, if you're putting on this fake persona and you are investing all this time into this person, and then they come back and go, you're a fucking bullshit piece of shit.
Right.
You used all these filters. You said you had a Ferrari. Mm-hmm. You this, you that. People eventually are going to fucking figure it out.
People always, in the end, find out.
What? But I guess in my mind, in your mind, I know you're thinking the same thing. Like, why would you even put that out there?
So, and that's the thing too. And especially if you are seriously wanting to date, if you're seriously looking to meet somebody, if you're on here with fucking bad intentions, then of course you're going to be however you want to be. But if you are a genuine person who is actually looking for somebody to be with, or like a relationship, or whatever you're looking for, I don't know what the fuck everybody's looking for on Facebook, but whatever you're looking for, you need to act appropriate to get it.
Yes.
Because if you tell me that you're this hot fucking thing, like, or not me, but whatever, I'll use me. If you tell me you're this hot fucking thing, and I show up, and I realize that you had been using filters and angles and all of this stuff, it's gonna hurt you more when I, as my friend did, block your fucking number because you're a liar. Like,
dude, and for me personally, now at this stage in my life, but even when I was slightly younger, if I'd have been in the same situation and I'd have walked up and been like, hey, I'm here to meet like Roxanne.
Yeah. And
she's like, I'm Roxanne. I'd be like, you're Roxanne that's been talking to me online. She'd be like, yeah. And I'd be like, no, you're not. Yeah. And I'd have been like, this is not what you presented me.
Yeah.
This is not what I'm into, and I'm out.
They had a whole show called Catfish because catfishing was such a fucking thing.
Yeah.
They had a show about it.
Yeah, like, but I would honestly tell somebody straight to their face, like, nope.
Yeah.
You said you're this, and I said I'm this, and this is what I am, and that's not what you are.
Yeah.
Bye. And I'll walk out. I'll fucking turn around and walk out. I've ended a date on a fucking handshake.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah. Well, you could pick me out of a crowd if I ever put a picture of myself up on a dating site. You're going to know it's me.
Oh, dude, yeah. It's same thing for me. Like, you want somebody over 6 feet tall, you're not going to get me.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
But I don't care. I'm not going to wear platform shoes.
Right.
Or fucking, what's the, like, Tom Cruise with the fucking things in his fucking
extension shoes,
the things in his thing. I'm not doing that shit. Fuck you. Get out of here.
No. So, you know what? I think at a half an hour we could have ended this episode.
Yeah.
We just like to talk. So, hey, I think that we'll put the glass down on this one.
Yeah, I agree. Point being, though, folks,
Yeah, there's a point to this.
it doesn't matter what you identify as.
Yeah.
Own it, be it, and be honest with yourself and everyone else out there.
Yeah, there is somebody for you. It might not be the somebody you want. I know that everybody's like, oh, this person's so hot. I want this person. Find something else that you like about somebody. Find somebody that you can have a fucking conversation with and a good time and laugh and joke. And
Yeah.
I am such a sarcastic asshole with JJ that when other people look at me, they're like, God damn, dude, you're mean as fuck. I'm like, no, this is our love language. This is how we joke.
This is how we talk.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with me and Kendra. Like, Kendra and I have very raw conversations.
Yeah.
And people are like, dude, I go, what's your problem?
Yeah.
Like, well, you said this and she said that. I went, and?
Yeah.
This is how we talk to each other. And then they go like,
Right.
but part of it is they're shocked.
Yeah.
But part of it is they're like, oh, wow, like,
Yeah.
you can actually talk to each other like that?
Right. Yeah.
Like, yeah, this is what open and honest communication
Right.
is. Like, hey, you fucked that up.
Yeah.
And on the same token, hey, you fucked that up.
Right.
You should have done this. You know what?
You're right.
You're right.
You're right. 100%.
And that's the side of the coin.
Right.
Is you're right. I fucked this up. Yep, you own that stuff.
Yeah, you have to own it.
The big thing here is we keep saying, you just know right there, is ownership.
Yeah. And that's how you, so if you don't own your shit, that's how you fight in a relationship.
Yeah.
And that is one of the ways. I mean, there's all kinds of ways, but that is one of the ways is if you can't be open and honest and you deflecting is a bad thing, man. But if you deflect, that's going to start 90% of your fights.
Well, and from minute one, if your pictures, your online profile, and all this stuff is not who you are, you're deflecting from the fucking get-go.
Yeah,
That's
100%.
you have started your relationship based on a lie. So, folks, lose the fucking filters.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, come on.
Yeah.
You don't own that fucking car.
Yeah. You might not work at McDonald's and you might be up and coming and figuring it out, man. I'll tell you, for somebody who I'll tell you, I was poor. I had $0 in my bank account at one point in time when I was dating JJ. If you put your fucking head down and you grind, you can be anywhere you want to be in the next 5 to 10 years.
Right before Kendra and I got married, we had 0 jobs combined.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know what, man? Hey, everybody goes through it, man. And breakups are shit and divorce is hard and all the things, you know. And if you're getting back out there, said friend is talking to a girl who was in an 11-year relationship.
Uh-huh.
And said it didn't work out because he didn't want to grow up, and we grew apart, and that's a real thing, you know. And
Absolutely.
And when you're young, and you know she's in her early 30s, and when you're young, you realize that.
Yep.
Like, you have a goal of where you want to be in 10 years, and if you don't hit that goal, you got to look at what's holding you back.
Absolutely.
So I said, good for her, you know, and not everybody's on these dating apps because they didn't want to be with the person or whatever the case. So just be careful what you put into the universe, because that shit's, it comes back to you.
Yes, sir.
So we'll slam this one. Hang on just a second.
Man, I already did mine.
Thanks, Tiff and Tina, for these fucking glasses that we still drink out of every day.
Oh, and we finished the bottle. We finished the episode with Tiff's birthday whiskey.
Yeah.
We started with Dustin's and finished with Tiffany's. I mean,
Yeah, we did a little bottle switch on you guys.
It's all good. It's all love. Thank you.
We got
very
some
much.
floated soldiers over here that we gotta put down. But but hey, man, the message is the same. Check in on your friends.
Yeah.
Be who you are, and I think that I'm not gonna speak to everybody, but if your feeling is that you are not enough for the type of person that you want, then work towards it. Don't lie about it.
Yes.
So, because as rejection goes, that would hurt worse than anything.
Yeah. Don't. And you've said it, Jared, too, is don't ever make yourself miserable to keep somebody else happy.
Right, yeah. Yeah, if you have to carry on a lie and you're living paycheck to
No.
paycheck because you're buying this girl all kinds of stuff because you told her you're rich, stop it.
Yeah. Fucking own it and
Like, yeah.
she's gonna dump you and then go find somebody else.
even if you're 3 years in on this thing and you tell her like, hey, by the way, I don't have any money, she will fucking leave you today because that's what you sold her. So stop selling these fucking hopes and dreams and be honest. Just be you, man. You are good enough. I promise. You as a person are good enough. If I can find fucking my wife, trust me, anybody can do it.
Oh, me too, dude.
I was living on a couch renting a space from a friend, man. Like, if I can do it, you can do it.
I moved into my wife's condo with 2 trash bags full of clothes.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. We come from very humble beginnings, man. Yeah. I didn't just end up in this fucking house and fucking like have this fucking budget for whiskey. You know, like no.
This is 15 years in the making.
Yeah, dude. This is a long time coming. I got out of the Navy in 2013. It's 2024.
Yeah,
it took me this fucking long. So guys and girls, it takes time, man. Nothing happens overnight. So just be patient and wait. And life always has a way of figuring it out for you.
Yes, sir.
So, you might not get everything you want, but you will absolutely get everything you need.
Yes, sir.
So with that being said, I've been Jarrett.
I've been Jack.
And this is Shattered Wisdom, motherfuckers. Stop fucking catfishing people.